love to think that I was in some ways a gracious presence in the world. Perhaps one of the ways that I really do try to do that is through words of encouragement. I just really like seeing what other people are up to, hearing about it, understanding it, and I really like to be able to feed that back to them as well. And it amazes me actually how often when you do notice what other people are working at and the good that they have in their hearts, and you do show that you've heard that just by maybe summing up what they've said, or dropping them a note afterwards to say how much you've enjoyed hearing about it. It's amazing how often that seems to strike a chord for them and really encourage them and move them. So that's a practice that you can do once, twice, or as many times as you want, and I think you get better and better at it as you do it.
About 2 years ago, I became a Christian and I converted to Christianity. Since then, my life has changed, and I have a new identity. And I want to, last year I had this tattoo done, and it says, I belong to Jesus, which is my new identity, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm really proud of my new identity, which makes me to share with everybody else. And I think it's a good way of evangelizing, and sometimes it just helps to make a conversation about Jesus. Sometimes when I'm on the bus or on train or public places, it, as I said, just starts a good conversation about Jesus.
One way that I try to serve others and work for justice is through sponsoring a child through Compassion. Compassion is a charity who pair up a child in the developing world with a willing sponsor, and then on a monthly basis you give money, and that helps to lift that child out of poverty.
One of the small ways I try and work for justice in society is by signing online petitions. Not so much the big ones that lots of people sign, but small ones where people make a petition about their own situation and access or justice issues in their own lives. And I love the idea that if you're in a particular situation facing a difficulty, strangers care about what you're experiencing. And as a Christian, I think that's a really important way of being part of the worldwide community.
We endeavour to serve others by being hosts with YMCA Black Country. So we use the spare room in our house to host young people who would otherwise be homeless. It's a great way for us as a family to use the asset of our house, and also for our young family to learn about Christian hospitality.